Good morning. You're tuned in with the eCourage Services Show on Spreaker.com. The title of our episode this morning is Encouragement Blossom Services. I am your host, the Encouragement Javi. I want to say thank you so much for tuning in, and thank you for all of our followers who are following us. It makes us feel very much appreciated. You please feel free to write on our wall, whomever want to, and let us know what you think of our show or how it has helped you. This morning we're going to be discussing Encouragement Blossom Services and what it's all about. We have it in a PowerPoint for those who would like to know. As well, if you would like us to email you the PowerPoint, please give us a call, or shoot us an email, and we'll be glad to do that. First of all, I want to tell you how you can contact us so that you'll know how to contact us. For encouragement services, our number is 1-866-524-4828, extension 2836. Encouragement services is free of charge. We're going to move right on along into the Encouragement Blossom Services slide, because I just remembered that all of that information is inside of our PowerPoint slide, and I don't want to bore you with the same information over again. All right. Encouragement Blossoms. We are a free encouragement services place where we are sharing our lives with another life, so that lives can be changed one life at a time. Encouragement Blossom Services is helping mend the hearts of the brokenhearted. That is mainly what we do. Our focus is based on helping those who are going through traumatic crisis to overcome. If you're interested in viewing our website, we have 3 right now. We're getting ready to put a 4th one up, actually 2 more up, and after we get to the 6th one, we won't be putting any more up. But our main home website is encouragementinthetrauma.org. That is encouragementinthetrauma.org. Now we want to get into who is Encouragement Blossoms. Well, we are a Christian family nonprofit organization that was started by a woman and her 2 children. The nonprofit organization offers free encouragement services. We offer free encouragement services for those who are experiencing post-traumatic stress issues, those who have very high stress levels within one life, those who are experiencing homelessness, and those who need an encouraging support system set in place. Also, encouragement services, we're a different type of encouragement organization, and that just simply means that we don't just send out an encouraging email about scriptures or an encouraging email about things that are like really, really, really uplifting. Like some encouragement services might send out emails or letterheads more geared toward smile, be encouraged, and that's okay. There's nothing wrong with that. I'm not frowning on that. What I'm saying is we are a different type of organization service when it comes to encouragement. Here at Encouragement Services, our program is geared toward the goal of the services to help clients walk through the steps of forgiveness toward oneself, forgiveness toward others, learning to let go of past-related issues, and dealing with the inward self through prayer, through meditation, and setting a mission statement and vision for oneself. So if the clients are prepared to work on themselves within these areas, then Encouragement Services is the correct encouragement support system for you to be a part of. It's not for everybody, and that is okay, because some people call in and they're looking for something like smile, everything is okay. Well, every now and then we might send out something like that, but not all the time, because this is why we stress who it is that we're targeting. And again, we target those people who are experiencing a lot of post-traumatic stress issues, whether they've been diagnosed with it or whether they haven't. They tend to know if they have a high stress level of issues, those who have high stress levels within their own life. And it could be the fact that they're on their own. Maybe it's just them, maybe it's just them and their children. They really don't have any other family, even though their blood family may be alive. It could be extenuating circumstances causing them not to be in contact with their family. And we have the people who are experiencing homelessness and those who need an encouraging support system set in place. That could be anybody. People who just need regular encouragement, and then they get here, we tell them what they're about, what we're about, and they're like, sometimes, the majority of the time, oh, I need to work on that. I never thought about that. So, those are the people that we are geared toward having. If this is something you'd like to work on, you're certainly welcome to give us a call. The mother who started the program was abused as a child. I'm reading and then I'm trying to incorporate it as in talking to, so that you'll know. The mother who started the program was abused as a child. She was a victim of domestic violence and she had a very high stress level in her life. So the mother found it hard encouraging herself, although she started on a path of encouraging others and children. Furthermore, the mother and her children started listening and encouraging those who had high stress levels, who needed an encouraging support system set in place in one's life. So that's how the organization came about. And it was first called Our Family Ministry Blossoms with Acts of Kindness. That was started in 2002. And when they started it, they had the area code number of 216. That was their primarily cell number. That's what the majority of the people know them by. That's in a bunch of forums. However, the cell phone wound up getting stolen in 2009, and so they just primarily go by their 800 number now. They also have a main number that someone can call, because some people have called and said that it's hard to get through on that 800 number when you have, perhaps you have to wait and it's busy, or if there's a certain amount of messages left and they get a busy signal, or please call back later. So we've established a second phone line. But anyway, the organization is designed to prepare and send arts and crafts to people who have no family support, loved ones who have passed and who were victims of abuse. So we have like two parts of encouragement services. We have a part where we first designed it for preparing arts and crafts, and we still help those who have no family support and ones who loved ones have passed and who are victims of abuse. But what we do is, that's a separate service. It's called Encouragement Connections. And with the Encouragement Connections, one can sign up for our basketry, and gifts items. And what that is we send something out, maybe a small gift baskets that the mother and her two children work on. It could be artwork the children did, or something that the mother designed, some type of creative art and craft, just to let the person know we're thinking about them, especially if somebody have a loved one who's passed in their life and they'll design their own cards. Sometimes their cards are made out of cardboard. Sometimes it's just made out of little paper, because we found that people respond so much better to handmade items, and they tend to enjoy the handmade items better because they know that it comes from the heart and someone actually took time. Sometimes we send and prepare jewelry depending on the person and who they are, and a lot of times we do this service once every 2 or 3 months for a year. To the person, we don't do it a whole lot, and the reason that is because it takes a lot of time, effort, and a lot of money, a lot of finances. And right now all of our services are free, and we certainly don't mind doing that, but we have to keep our costs down. So that is why we prepare those arts and crafts baskets maybe once every 2 months or once every 3 months. And when we do that, as people sign up, we only send it to 6 people for that month who we're sending it to, because it can get quite expensive for us. As well, Our name was changed in 2006 from Our Family Ministry Blossoms with Acts of Kindness to Encouragement Blossoms and New Trauma Incorporated, because we can blossoms in someone's life when we're listening, when we're encouraging, using encouraging words, and when acts of kindness are given to the person. Encouraging a person, we believe in these ways, make encouragement blossoms in a person's life. We also changed the name because of the type of people that we have chosen to help, which is why we're separated into two categories now. And we want to go on to the phases of encouragement. We want to let you know first that encouragement services, we're a place where we're happy sharing our life with another life so that lives can be changed one life at a time. And we are international, which means when you call our 800 number, that's international. It's global from anywhere. Anyone should be able to call. And that number again is 1-866-524-4828, extension 2836. Anyone is welcome to sign up for the service. Our main number for people who don't mind calling the main number is 419-956-4172. That number again is 419-956-4172. Now we want to discuss a little bit about the phases of encouragement. We have a secretary, Nina, whom one will speak with to have information mailed to them concerning the services of encouragement, information such as catalogs, intake services, brochures about encouragement. Nina also sets in place an encouragement buddy, and soon we'll be responding to virtual questions online on our main website and our main client portal. Now, if you're interested in catalogs or signing up for encouragement services, the reason we do the intake form is for our records. We need to keep records of the people we've served and things like that, especially since we've extended our program and we've kind of have grown from where we were before, because it's quite hard trying to keep up with everybody and we don't have any records concerning them. So to get a hold of the secretary, Nina, that number would be 1-866-524-4828, extension 0. And once you leave a message there, that usually takes 7 to 10 business days for her to contact you back. And she'll put together catalogs, intake forms, whatever it is that you're trying to leave a message for. If the message is for her and that's her department, she will contact you back. If it's not her department, someone else will contact you back. Now we know you cannot see the PowerPoint. The PowerPoint is really cute, but to the left we have a picture of Q and J. And Q is an encouraging buddy. He conducts speaking engagements, he trains volunteers, and he manages the sales department and advertising of encouragement services. Now, if you're interested in how we run our advertising department, or interested in thinking of ways how we can benefit from your advertisement, you will contact Q at 1-866-524-4828, extension 2838. And to the right, of course you can't see him, it's J. He is an encouragement buddy. He conducts speaking engagements, he manages the human resources department, and he conducts interviews for radio shows. He does the photography and artistic and documentary work for our nonprofit organization. If you're interested in any of these resources concerning human resources from Jay, you will call 1-866-524-4828, extension 2834. We want to explain exactly what an encouragement buddy is, but also, if you're interested, we created some shows earlier where about encouragement services. It should be on the second or third page about more information when you look up the eCourage services show on Spreaker.com, and it will say about us. If you click on the first one, That could be the most beneficial part. But an encouragement buddy is usually for those people who need someone to constantly call them, encourage them to forgive, or just be a listening ear. Maybe they can encourage them to talk about something else instead of their same problem all the time. That's what that is set in place for. And in order to receive one, you just simply have to ask for one. I think we also have a check mark where you can check it off. If not, when you do the intake forms, you just simply ask for one. Now we want to talk about inside encouragement services so you'll know exactly how it's represented. The owner and the president's servantship. It is the owner and president's intent and service and duty to render and operate an encouraging service free of charge. This is how come everything is free. The service is to serve those who need an encouraging support system set in place, help those who have high stress levels, and those who experience homelessness and who have endured some form of abuse within one's life. Now, for some people who haven't been abused and they want to use the service and they just need encouraging, that is okay. They can still call, but these are just the people we target. There are virtual classes and PowerPoints that are set in place to help one learn to let go of the past and to move forward with their life. We usually do our virtual classes through 9Hub, and it's 2 other classes. The one class we're going to have available this summer is called The Struggle Within, how it is difficult when we have struggles concerning sin of the heart, or struggles concerning just letting go of a lot of past pain that we have had to endure, and how we can carry it like a bunch of suitcases on us, and we don't realize that we don't have to anymore, and how to let go. Sometimes when we do these classes, people leave with the impression, they tell us that they had a load lifted off, but these are done through phone or through virtual online. And also, if you want to contact us through online or to book us online, where we can contact you and walk you through PowerPoints or just talk with us, or whatever the situation may be, you can go to clickbook.net/encouragement service. That will be clickbook.net/encouragement service. And to contact the president and the owner concerning speaking engagements, because we do speaking engagements, we do questionnaire forms and advertising purposes and services of encouragement. And we also have different states that we target where we go and visit. Even if you're not a state that we target and you contact us and you tell us you would like us to come and speak, or if it's just speaking over the phone or through online virtual, you can contact the president at 1-866-524-4828 extension 2830. Now we want to move on to how the president serves. She serves by simply putting pamphlets together. Sometimes she does it on her own. Sometimes other people help her, because we believe that as we conduct the pamphlets and the brochures, although everything is free, it should look very nice and professional. Just because you're getting a free service does not mean we should have something that's kind of not intact. This is just our belief. It doesn't mean that we know any agencies that do this. I was just saying, for us, this is why we want to keep everything very nice and professional looking. So this is how the president serves. She creates and conducts virtual service such as virtual prayer line, online bookings, conducts virtual calls, and assists virtual classes, produce services to clients who would be the most need based on high stress levels and homelessness research. She conducts speaking engagements in the state that we target and hosts online radio shows to assist one to learn to love and forgive themselves, decision-making skills, and taking responsibility for one's life. In other words, she usually writes all of that information out and put it in Microsoft Documents. And she also does research on homelessness, high stress levels, and about encouraging and how to target it and advertise. Also, she researches what advertising is needed for the organization. She decides what states need to be advertised in and targeted. And the president also decides what intake forms should be used, what new forms need to be created, conducts meetings about encouragement services online and in libraries. And she writes and creates songs, books, and poetry and magazines and catalogs for encouragement services, just so that you can get an idea of what goes on inside encouragement services. Now, these are services encouragement service offers. For one, we might have to do another show concerning this because this is like a lot here, but we have some phone cards and baskets that we give out to those who have been with encouragement services for at least 6 months or more. But for those who are really under high stress levels and they call in and they really lost a loved one, sometimes we send those basket items out through encouragement connections within 1 month to 2 months. That's why we created an extension of encouragement services that's called Encouragement Connections, because we found that it was a need. A lot of people were calling, still asking, what happened to our family ministry blossoms with acts of kindness? Whenever you all would come and speak to us, you will always give us these baskets and cards, and we're not getting them anymore. So our limit is 3 to 6 clients, anywhere from every 2 months to once a year. It just depends on the person and their situation, because as we said, our services is free. We offer 6 levels of encouragement, starting from 3 months to 5 years of encouraging services, and we have in detail the 6 levels of encouragement. All one have to do is email us or call and ask us to send that information out. Each level of encouragement receives the same basic services, such as phone calls when one calls us, and when we call others, our calls are limited to 15 to 20 minutes. We have free monthly emails are sent out, or letters, and a second term of encouragement can be reinstated again through an application process. It used to not be a second term because we was just only on 3 months, and we found that what happened was we had people who used the service from 2006 through 2008 continually saying, but we want the service again, and they would keep calling in anyway, and we would still just talk to them, and we would just start sending out encouraging information anyway. And to be honest, a lot of them they didn't have emails. They only had wanting us to send through mail the letters, because they said the letters were very encouraging and refreshing. So we had to find a way to extend our program. However, we have a 5th level of encouragement that's 24 months, and the level 6, the 5-year free membership we have a basic service and other extra benefits and the regular levels of encouragement services. And that is simply because it is kind of hard for us to constantly call the same people that we've had for like 2 to 3 years straight. So we found that if we order cards for them and say that we're going to send them, and we actually do this for those who have the free membership, we're going to say some flowers maybe once a year and some other things that we have going on. That helps and keep us more focused on the new clients versus always having to send some information to our older clients that's been in the program more than like 3 or 4 years. We have a couple of clients that we're trying to push into the free membership direction because they have been with us since 2006 and some since 2007, and for whatever reason they're just not ready to go in that area yet. But it's just that if we start getting a whole lot of people at once, because sometimes we have downloads where it's really low especially when our cell phone had gotten stolen. And then we have sometimes during the summertime where it's really high, and if you get anywhere from 50 to 100 calls a day or 50 to 100 emails, because now we're getting more emails than calls, it's really hard emailing all of that. And then if you have clients where you have to have mail out a lot of letters, it can be really stressing sometimes. So what we want to do is soon, I'm going to try to get through this. If we don't get through this, I don't think we are, I'm going to have to do another episode on encouragement blossom services. But this is how we serve. We have month-to-month emails. We have email and online Pacific radio shows. Our radio shows is blogtalkradio.com/encouragement ND Trauma Radio, ENCOURAGEMENTTRAUMA That is blogtalkradio.com/encouragement ND Trauma Radio. Then we have blogtalkradio.com/encourage good news. And the reason for the two different radio shows is one is about encouraging good news. The other one is for the clients who've been with us for a really long time. And we're talking about things we can do with how to get through trauma. And we tend to have the a chat line on both of those. Sometimes we do, sometimes we don't. And now we don't take any more calls for that. What we're doing is when we get someone that we're going to have as a guest on the show, then we'll open that up. Other than that, we won't open up the call center because we have so much information that we have to give to you that it's just really, really busy. We're going to end the show now, and we're going to come back and do a last episode of Encouragement Blossom Services and explain in detail to you exactly what we're going to be doing when it comes to how we're going to be operating on Spreaker. We want to say good morning and thank you for tuning in. I am your host, Encouragement Jabby.